Hi everyone, it's Pamela Ferguson and I wanted to come on today to talk about emergency funds, but you hear the magic amount of 3 to 6 months. How do you determine if it's 3 or 6 months or anywhere in between? I saw a post by the Money Guy show and I really liked it about kind of when to use 3 and when to use 6. Of course, if you know me, I like hybrids. So that means maybe you want 4.5 months and not either of those. All right, let's jump into it. 3 months, when you should need only a 3-month versus a 6-month. Do you have high job security? Do you have a job where if you lose it, you can easily find another one? Maybe plumbers, nurses, electricians. Those are all examples of potentially easy jobs that you can replace. Retail, maybe. Dual income household. Makes sense. If you have a little bit, somebody to take off the pressure from you, it's okay. 3-month, I think is fine. Multiple income streams. If you don't have this, why not? You need to reach out to me. We have to think about multiple income streams for you, how to make a side hustle work. The next one is easy to replace job. Kind of goes along with the high job security. Is it something that you could get a job easily? No dependents. Makes sense. If you don't have anyone super reliant on you, you only have to worry about yourself. So that's good for 3 months. You have a flexible lifestyle. Can you pick up and move to another job? Or are you tethered somewhere where you have a family that maybe you have a spouse working or you have kids in school? You're not as flexible. Access to other, they say, break the glass accounts. This is like if you have other accounts that you have money in them, but you don't really want to access them. But if you had to, you could. Then a 3-month is probably good enough for you. Let's go to 6 months. Who needs a little bit beefier emergency fund? Again, could there be anything in between? Absolutely. 6 months, this is where you want to maybe focus on if you fall into any of these categories. Low job security. Do you work for a startup company that you never know when you're going to get laid off, or they're constantly having layoffs? 6 months is good for you. Single income household. If you are the only one supplying your income for the entire household, 6 months good for you. Same thing, one income stream. There's no one else to offset it if you lose a job, so that's a good one. Or if there's some medical issues. Difficult to replace your job. Do you have a really great high-paying job, but if you were to lose it, it might take you 6 months, a year plus to get another one? Dependents. If you have children, that could change everything. You don't have as much flexibility and you may need a little bit more money. Mortgage or high fixed costs. So if you have huge car loans, you have mortgages that unfortunately will still continue whether you have a job or a medical issue or not. And then the last one is only liquidity you have is your emergency fund. I talked about those break glass accounts. If you have none of those where you can pull from in a true emergency and it's only your emergency fund, definitely have towards the 6 month. What do you think? Do you agree with them? Do you think these are good sections? I think they're pretty good though. Let me know, drop a note below and let me know your thoughts.